Got your camera rigged? Camera's all set to go. Throttle controlled auto. Roger, let's go now. Sounds good. Ready? Getting close. Sure feel like we're going the wrong way.
Greetings, YouTube. Greetings. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to put a little bike like this on a rear stand. Now, people who are experienced with rear stands and front stands will have no trouble with this. You can skip it, whatever, watch it for fun, whatever you want to do. Alright, first things first is you want to get some spools. Now, there are dedicated holes here drilled by the factory, and you can get these nice little swing arm spools. You can also get spools that fit here, but your best bet is to start here first, and you'll find some small spools. I recommend a name brand like Yoshimura, otherwise they could break off, and I have had no-name spools break, and it's a giant pain in the buttocks, especially when these bolts get stuck in the hole. Okay, so here's the other side. The other day I got some Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires, which are amazing, and I have a separate video on that. Actually, I'll do another video once I get my clip-ons from Woodcraft. I'm actually getting some clip-ons which are going to lower the bars. It'll make it a lot easier to turn in the way I like to turn in the canyons to make use of those tires. What do you need to put a bike in a rear stand? You need a rear stand. So, so what you want to do is get a Pitbull rear stand or some equivalent. Usually they're these beefy affairs here, and you have adjustable, or whatever they're called, lips. Obviously you want the low one on the bottom, high one on the top, and you can adjust this in and out. This you can also use for the swing arm, but I don't recommend that if you can do this method. It's much more secure. Front stand. I have a Woodcraft front stand, and it's, you know, basically there's a fulcrum here, and it gives you a lot of leverage, and these are replaceable, so you want to get one for your size of bike. I had a bunch of them. I had one for a Ninja 6, Gixxer 600, Gixxer 750, R1, SU 650. This is one of my other ones. I don't know which one it is, but it fits pretty decently in this bike. Actually, there's probably one that fits a little better, but this one actually does work, so I'll probably stick with this for now. Anyway, here's how I do it. Okay, so first thing you want to do, make sure you have some grippy shoes on. Grippy shoes. You don't want to wear like Ugg boots or slippers, because when you're dealing with stuff like this, you don't want to be slipping around, okay? Second thing, make sure the bike is in first. And if it's not going into first, roll it, and now it's in first. Double check the kickstand. This way the bike doesn't roll when you're trying to move it around. That's the number one problem you're going to have. If the bike's in gear, it's going to lever up nicely without the bike moving and throwing you off. Okay, once the bike is in gear, here's what I like to do, is basically throw my hip against the rear seat section like this. I kind of get low, and then I stand the bike up like this. Now the bike's in gear, yeah, so see, if the bike's in gear, it's going to stop on its own. It's not going to keep rolling. Make sure the handlebars are unlocked. See? They're free like this. You can do it in the left position or the lock position, but I don't recommend that. Okay, so like lever it up with your body. Hold on to it. You're still favoring your side, so it's not going to get away from you. Straighten out the rear stand like this. Bring it up and start to align the near spool like this. And that's why that long lip on the bottom is important. The near one is aligned, and now push the bike up until the outer spool is aligned. I can see it right there by the exhaust. Okay, now what you want to do is center it. Keep centering it till you have lots of room on both sides, or till you're centered on both sides. Now as you start to commit the bike up, I'm putting positive pressure on this thing. So even if I let go of the bike, I could still lever it up. So inside one is good. Positive pressure. Outside one is good. Positive pressure. Keep with it. One smooth motion like that. Nothing crazy. Drama free. That's exactly how you do it. Now there might be people who can do it when it's over and then I don't do that. I'm very cautious. Now, the thing you want to remember about rear stands and front stands, if you're going to use a front stand, make sure the rear stand's up first. Never put a bike at a front stand without the rear stand being up first. I think it has to do with the geometry of it all, but basically the bike can fall over if you try to do just the front stand. So rear stand first, it's up. Now you can go into neutral and you could freely spin this tire. You could do chain cleaning and tire wheel cleaning, and I actually do need some wheel cleaning. Whatever you want to do. Never try to clean the wheel with a bike in gear. It's a good way to slice off a finger. Okay, front stand. Now this is slightly tricky till you get used to how to do it for your particular bike. Obviously we don't want to scrape this. We don't want to scrape this. Mainly you got to worry about this. What we want to do is grab this with your hand. This is going to be your guide. Lift up slightly and go back and forth until you get just the right amount of clearance. And once you get it in there, can you see the hole? The hole back there is what you want to put that into, obviously. It's a center stem. Okay, positive pressure just to make sure it's in there. Triple check it. And then smooth motion up. There's a lot of leverage on this thing, the way they designed it. And that's it. Now you have free spinning front wheel, free spinning back wheel. And let me show you a trick for cleaning the chain. Okay, once it's up on the stands, you can throw this up like this. However, if you're cleaning the chain, you pretty much want to leave that down because this is your prime area for cleaning. You don't want to clean near the tire, especially with sprays. This is a good area. So when you're cleaning the chain, you basically want to clean it with like WD-40 or some dedicated cleaner. What I like to do is get the chain to the point where you can see the master link and use that as a guide to know when you're done. Otherwise you keep spinning around. You're not entirely sure when you're done unless you just see where you've cleaned it already. This chain looks pretty good and it looks pretty greasy still. I don't think I need to do anything to it yet. I probably do need to clean the wheel though. So what I like to do is, as I'm cleaning, I use a napkin, and you can put some gloves on for this. Get your cleaner and then just grab it like this. Clean it as you go. And what you're doing is you're spraying in those O-rings there. And it's good to use a no-fling sort of chain wax so it doesn't fly off. Okay, I'm going to do a wheel cleaning though. I think the chain lube is fine. Make sure you lube that chain though every so many rides, every 3 rides or so. Always keep that chain lubed and cleaned and you will have a long-lasting chain. Things are easier when the bike is upright. Like if you're taking out body panels, whatever. Almost anything you do is easier with the bike upright like this. Plus it's a little higher and close to you walking around. Do a little polish on the wheels. I just use this Moto Pro spray polish. You can buy this at any cycle shop. And look, you can see all my stickers and my political stuff. Isn't that fun? Yes, it is. And then I have a little dedicated mat that I sit on, so I'm not always sitting on the garage floor. It's good to, get a little piece of carpet, whatever you want to do. Okay, this is the first time I've ever even cleaned the Ninja wheels. And you see how easy this is. You can just spin and clean. The tires just got changed too, so. And, fold around to a clean area. I could probably use a cloth for this, but these are, wheels get really dirty. And they seem to be durable enough to handle a paper towel. Always use some kind of lubricant when you're cleaning. Never clean dry. Never just wipe a towel on there, because that dirt acts as like a sanding agent. And not in a good way. There's a nice little breeze coming in. That's great. And you see how good that looks, and there's no spray on the tire. You don't want to just spray it. I'm spraying it on the rim, but I'm making sure not to get it on the tire because you don't want any lubrication. Now, when you're cleaning a bike on the stand, it's so much better because, like, when it's leaned over and you do the leaned over side, that sucks. You can't get in there very easily. This is just nice and balanced. Equal access to each side. If you really want to make things easy, you can get some 90-degree valve stems for your tires. And that will make access to your valve stems a lot easier. Always put them right side out, because then as your bike's leaned over, they're facing up at you so nicely. So these could be 90-degree coming this way. Don't have them pointing left, because that'd be silly. And when you're cleaning your wheels, you can use this as a reference marker too, which I didn't do, but I probably should have. Okay, that's a clean wheel right there. And the front, we're going to make use of that front stand right now, since I did the video to show you guys. I might as well clean it. Make use of it. Now this is a little harder to spray into because of the disc, so you could just spray the towel as long as there's lubrication. I try to use just enough to get the job done. Okay, that's that. One more towel for the right, the left side I mean. Right, left, same difference. Same difference. Right, left. Okay. This time I'm going to use that as a marker. Okay, while I spray it here. Now this does not have a disc on the side, so it is much easier. This is all pretty basic. But I tell you, these stands will come in handy for so many things. And you'll find yourself putting it on the stand just because you can. Just because you can. Oil changes, super handy. Obviously removing bodywork. If you need to change the front wheel, or if you need to remove the front wheel to get access to the fender. Front stand. Good stuff. Okay, we're almost at the start point, and voila, there we go. Clean wheels, okay? So now we cleaned our wheels. I made use of the front stand, rear stand. Now I'm going to show you how to get it off of the stands. So first, make sure your kickstand is down. Leave the bike in gear. Okay, front stand off. Now for removing the front stand, grab the front with your hand like this. You can feel when it's released, and turn it. If you turn it, you have less chance of hitting your front fender. There we go. Okay, double check that stand. Good. Okay, now what you want to do here, sort of the reverse of what we did. We're going to get ready to pull the bike toward us because we're going to aim for that stand, and we're going to lift this up. Now once you find the balance point, you know you have to start pulling the bike toward you. Okay, lift. Balance point, tire, pull. Just like that. And if you can do it without greasing up your bodywork, even better. Alright, that's how you use rear and front stands.